So let's get started with this tutorial. I'm not really sure if I'm going to be doing a purple look or a blue look. Her signature is normally the blue, and then she has like that beautiful feline cat eyeliner. So I don't really know. I'm trying to think of like what goes with my eyes, what goes with my outfit. I think purple is a much more wearable look than like a bright electric blue. So maybe I'll like do a little combination, make it a little, you know, psychedelic. I do get a lot of you guys asking me about my face makeup, and they're like, why do you never show yourself doing your face makeup? It's because I don't wear foundation, so I don't think it's that exciting compared to like a beauty guru that could be like Giorgio Armani and Estee Lauder, you know what I mean? I used to wear it a lot when I was younger. Now I just wear a product that's like a moisturizer that corrects my skin tone, but I'm still gonna go through everything and show you guys because I know you're very curious. I use a lot of Korean skin beauty products because they have the best skin. I don't know if you've ever seen the glass skin tutorial and like trend that's been going on, but it's beautiful, dewy, and glowy. Oh my god, I'm such a makeup artist. Can't even take it. Can you handle these words? Pigmented, dewy, glowy. Bitch. For my skin, the first thing that I use is this Sun Project. It's like a shimmering essence. It's by Thank You Farmer. A brightening wrinkle cream. Now this is Korean beauty. This does have SPF in it, which is why I like it a lot. They say that if you put sunscreen on every day, almost like a moisturizer, just keeps your face very like full of elasticity, full of the collagen, protects it from the sun obviously, which is a wrinkle causer. I don't use this for wrinkles. I'm far too young for that right now. Thank you very much. I do use this because it has a pink mica shimmer in it, and what that is going to do is reflect the light and come through the makeup that you use so it looks perfectly just like skin. I hate cakey foundation. I get very cakey in the winter especially because my skin's super dry and I can't put exfoliant on it because I'm so sensitive. I will break out from the slightest bit of exfoliation even if my own hands are too rough with like water or something. I like using this because it's very hydrating, so it's not going to connect to any of the patches. Like I suffer from eczema and I get it on my eyelids sometimes and it's just tragic, okay? It doesn't look good in lighting, alright? I just want something dewy. So this is freaking incredible. This is the Eborian Korean Skin Therapy CC Cream. Why I love this so much is because I believe they only have 1 or 2 shades. If not, this is the only shade. This one's in Clair. Comes out as a white paste and it's universal. Just do a little demo real quick on the hand. You're gonna put it on your skin like this. If you could see that, it's focusing on my face. And as soon as you go to wipe the product in, it senses the heat and it actually changes to your skin tone. I don't know exactly the science behind it, but it does work, and it's such a close match because it's your own skin's pH. Obviously, I do not have concealer on yet, as you can tell, because a girl looks tired. I'm taking a little bit in this pot. This is the Painterly Paint Pot by MAC, and it's description would be, I guess, an eye primer. I don't really know if it's like supposed to be an eyeshadow base or what, but I've used it forever as an eye primer, and I know all the beauty gurus use it as well. Another tip, super crazy, is if you have fine lines, like I have crazy laugh lines because I'm a laughy girl and I love them to death, but it does make all of my product crease regardless if I'm wearing an actual foundation or something like a CC cream. And if you use something thick like an eyeshadow primer and put it in those fine lines, it will not crease your makeup. So you can try every primer in the world, but using an eyeshadow primer that's actually thick will keep that from settling. I'm just going to go in with the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette that I've had again since a preteen. Disgusting, Gianna, fix it, I know. And I'm going in with Salted Caramel. And oh, you can see the light reflecting, sorry. Told you I'm not good at this. So Salted Caramel is the one with the little hole over here, and that I'm just putting as a transition shade before I apply the more intense colors. Elaine? Is her name Elaine? God, I just watched this like 80 times. I don't know why I'm questioning that. Okay, well, if you look at the Love Witch, She doesn't seem to have much transition going on. It's just kind of like a block of color, but we can't do that around here. You know why? Because it's just not gonna look good. I have eyes that are slightly hooded and then slightly almondy shaped, and when you mix that with a block of color, it just makes it look consumed. It looks like my face ate my eyeball because it's just so small. I'm dipping into Semi-Sweet, which is like, I don't know, milk chocolate type of color. I'm focusing that more on the outer portion of the eye. I know I'm like not that close to the camera, but you see what I'm doing? And this is just gonna create some dimension. I want the focus, again, more of the brighter, lighter colors to be on the inner corner and then blurring outwards. This is kind of just like pushing it together, creating more of a seductive look because she is the love witch. And don't come for me for my blending, okay? I'm not a beauty guru. It's just like, I don't care enough and I'm just trying to slap it on and show you how I slap it on. So if you want to spend an hour blending out these colors, feel free. This is the Anastasia Subculture palette. A lot of people hated it. I absolutely love it. It just got such a vibrant colors that are also wearable if you work them in. And then this is the Naked Urban Decay Smoky palette, right? I think so. And this is all your smoky eye essentials. I'm going to grab, God, am I gonna regret this? I'm going to grab Axis. Okay, you see that dark ass blue? I know I'm about to regret this, but with Anastasia, tap off the excess. You know why? Because it's crazy. It is so, if you watched my e-girl video, you will know I was not ready for this pigment payoff. I was not ready. I think I'm gonna start over here again. Ooh! Outer corner, just the tiniest bit. See, it's like just creating a little bit of a crease starting point, but I want this to be diffused. So this is not our permanent block of color. This is just kind of barely scratching the surface. I have like a little sty over here that is just making my eyes not only hurt, but like squint a little, so I'm looking a little uneven on my eyelids, which is fine. But in case anyone was wondering what was going on, it's that. And I'm gonna go in with All Star and Rowdy, which is like this pinkish red and then this kind of plum. Trying not to put that on the outer corner, like fanning that out because I don't want it to mess with our thick liner. Okay, you kind of see how the blue looks more muted now. That's kind of what I wanted. When you paint a picture, I like to personally have like a light pastel exterior and then bold color, so it kind of just reflects everything. It makes everything look more smoky without being overdone, if that makes sense. I know she does more electric colors, but again, reminding you that I am trying to make this wearable. I'm gonna add some Untamed here, which is a little bit of a green blue. I'm just mixing that blue and purple signature look. I'm gonna put that sort of in the center. It's giving me very mermaid vibes. I'm gonna be taking this ColourPop All Star Setting Spray and going into Candied Violet that I showed you before. So why I added that spray or water, whatever you choose, is because it's gonna pick up the pigment and really lay it down nicely compared to if you just used it dry. It's just kind of like a shimmer. This is how to get more payoff, which I'm sure everybody knows, but just in case you didn't. To really shebang it before we do the wing, I'm going in with Electric. Electric is a green. These are so pigmented in the Anastasia, you don't need to wet it, but if you want to, go ahead. Popping that in the center. This is like a halo eye, if you've seen those. Just because I want it to be like the focal point, because her eyes are what makes her the love witch. Like, she's doing all the magic with her eyes, and this connects it to your actual eyes. So the color pops and you're attracted by the light, and I should have wrote the book. I should have been the Love Witch. I used to use the Stila liquid liner all the time, but now I'm using, I think this is the Kat Von D, just because I got a sample of it and I really like it. It's a thin tip. Next thing is the contour. Important, super important. And we're not done with the eyes yet too. I don't know if I mentioned that, but we're not, because we're gonna slay today, okay? I'm going to be mixing this Ancient Dual Finish, what is it? Lancome bronzer. And this one is in Matte Honey 3. And, are you ready for this? Urban Decay Basics palette for the eyes in Undone, which is a gray eyeshadow. Why am I talking like this? And I'm gonna mix those two together and we're going to contour. Why the hell am I using an eyeshadow? Because the natural curvature of the face, the shadow it creates naturally, is a gray toned color, because obviously it's a shadow. It's not a bronze, okay? It's not naturally brown. It's that created. You could probably even see it in the light right now. It is a created gray shadow, and to mimic that bone structure, you're going to use something like that. You know whose cheekbones I love? Oh, Angelina Jolie. And especially in Maleficent. I know they're fake. They're like put on there, but damn, are those some good cheekbones. I'm gonna do a little bit under here because we like to retain salt when we eat pretzels, and when I don't use my face roller, it sits there. So now I'm going to be dipping into that Undone eyeshadow, and because it's very pigmented, I'm going to tap, and I'm also going to hit the bronzer one more time. And there she blows. Now you could definitely see that definition. I don't even have to show you. I'm gonna just hit the sides. And it's much more dramatic on camera than it is in person, just so you're aware. Gonna hit the bottom of the nose. This is gonna give you a more upturned nose, kind of like the Disney princesses have. Just looks very buttony and cute. This is the Tartiste Pro Glow palette, and I use Gleam and Burst. The chisel color is really nice for the skin as well. And just hit it in the center. Blush! She uses lots of blush. And I love using ColourPop's blush stick. Pay me, ColourPop. Sponsor me, thanks. This one is in Invite Only. I love using a cream blush. As you know, her face is very blushed out, almost like a clown, but it's a look. So I love using this because it doesn't add to the dryness of my skin. It gives me back some of that gleam. Taking a pencil brush, dipping into the Subculture, which you've seen before, and I'm gonna be hitting Axis, and Adorn, which are two like highly opposite colors. So you can already see that difference between this and this. Lashes, simple. I'm going to be using the Ardell Natural Wispies. Okay, so after nearly detaching my eyeball from its socket, we're back. Yeah, mascara, ow! Mascara wands hurt, and can't tell if my cornea is okay, but let's get started. The eyes are pretty intense, as you can tell. I'm gonna be doing a much more muted lip. She does have a few scenes where it's more mauve, more of like a, what can I compare it to? Kind of like a 90s lip, where it's a little bit burgundy, it's a little bit mauve, but very glossy. So, glossy. Why did I say that? L'Oreal Color Rich Beyond Pink Liner. We're gonna just naturally line our lips. So I'm adding the top much more natural, and the bottom I'm making much more fuller down here. If you add it on the sides, it kind of elongates the mouth and gives you like a duck. So if you do it down here, it's much prettier. Right now, oh, she's destroyed. This is Natural by NYX. I'm gonna put that on the best I can. Pay no attention to my disgusting chappedness. So this is Bare. And next, my new favorite thing, this is by Gaga. It's her House Laboratories lip gloss. I'm not sure which shade this is. This is either Corset or... This is either Corset or Venus. I have both. But it only says the shade on the box. Okay, you guys, that is it for today's look. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, I will see you in another video. Thank you so much for watching.